Alright, we're back. Another episode of Saturday Night Gaming.
Now with twice the players.
No. Now we are fully staffed.
Yes, back to our originally programmed stuff.
We added one more, and now we're complete. Okay, so let's go ahead since we're all here now. Go ahead and start with you, Dane.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'll be played by Dan. We are a preacher / priest / don't look into it too deeply. And focus really hard on the fire and brimstone because we like punishing the evildoers. I had a fun time last week fighting against something in the dark. Learned, don't fight creatures in their own cave because it's not going to go well for you. But it went okay because I had friends. And the power of friendship compels you.
You have friends in low places.
You sound like a My Little Pony. The power of friendship.
Friendship is magic.
Oh, yes. Alright, next.
Your favorite, truly, Matt Bennington here. I am playing Dobby Flintwick. He's a tortured goblin soul out for vengeance against the Order of the White Hand. That's all he is.
And you will meet him shortly.
Yes, you will be meeting me shortly in story.
Do the Order of the White Hand all have white hands?
Their left hand is white as snow. That's it.
Sounds like a condition.
Yeah.
Sounds like you should probably
They wear black robes and a single left white hand. Kind of gives them away a little bit, but you know.
Right.
You were sleeping.
Yes, I had just fallen asleep
Studying
a book in the church library. Like you do. And totally didn't hear voices all night.
Yeah. So you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you're falling asleep while studying. You're like Decker King, you have your head in the book.
I chose to stay a while and listen.
Yes. Diablo references. Yes. Alright.
I need to identify.
Okay, so you're having a nice, peaceful dream. Sugar plums are dancing around.
Making sound effects.
Not in this game. Not in this game. But anyways, you are suddenly awakened. Yeah, somebody grabs your arm and shakes you really hard. Oh, all of a sudden your sight goes yellow. Then when you see the person, it goes red.
Then the music intensifies.
That's how you know if you have an encounter while you're out traveling around.
Yeah.
When you hear the fight music.
But when you kill the boss and the music's still going, wait.
Wait a minute. Alright. So yes, you're woken up.
What is it?
Okay. As you're suddenly awoken, and you're trying to make sense of everything, actually. Because you don't even remember falling asleep.
Much less being in the dark. When I start, I remember I was sitting above the clouds.
Yeah. Well, it is daylight now. And standing over you is Rebecca.
Oh, good.
She looks at you and she says, "Well, good morning, sunshine." She takes the book that you're looking at and she starts flipping through it. And she goes, extra reading?
Never know what you run into in the woods. I still don't know what I ran into.
So she's looking through the book. She looks at you and she says, well, I know someone we can ask. And she closes the book. And she says, I know just who we can ask. And she starts walking off and she throws the book back down in front of you.
Awesome. I will follow.
You will follow?
Yeah. If she's got information, I need it. Not that one.
You hear that?
Red's back.
Red's back in town.
Because that's the same scream she made yesterday. Time is weird.
Last you saw her, that was the same scream.
Yesterday morning. This is Monday, after all.
Yes. Morning after. So,
I heard there's got to be one.
you hear that?
I was already walking outside anyway.
Well, you had just gotten up and then you hear the scream.
Oh.
It's
Then
like, again?
continue outside.
Alright. Well, Rebecca, runs faster than you.
Probably. I'm wearing my suit that I've slept in all night. It's only slightly ripped.
You guys immediately go outside, okay? And as you do, you see the town is gathered once again.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
I tell them to make way, let me through.
Alright, so you make your way, you part the crowd.
Yes.
Okay.
I raise my staff.
And as you do, you expect to see a body. And you do.
Is it living?
It's not even human.
It's not even human?
It's not even human. It's a goblin.
A gobbo? Is it injured?
Yeah, well, from what they can tell, he's still living. Still breathing. Well, he's just, he has these wounds all over him. And basically, a woman found him out here. She came out doing her normal routine, saw him, and screamed.
You said I did see signs of life, at least?
Yes.
Okay. Do I see any of my guards around?
The brothers?
Yeah.
The brothers 4?
Yeah. Do I see any of them
Yes.
Is their last name Grandma?
around? No, but they are fantastic.
It's the Fantastic Four brothers. We're just combining movies because that's the only way to make Fantastic Four even better.
Yeah.
Is by doing that. You have to have Mark Wahlberg in there.
I was gonna say you gotta add Marky Mark in, or it's just not right. And when he shows up, Optimus Prime shows up.
We should do a couple one shots like that.
With Bumblebee.
We should just take some movies, just combine them together, and just run a one shot like
They're
that.
obviously all one universe.
Just do a Beast Wars, man. We just gotta do a Beast Wars campaign. That'd just be too
Let's
awesome.
do Beast Wars.
But
Man, we gotta have Power Rangers versus Transformers.
I am definitely the Transformer.
Wait, before they call those Megazords, let's stop on them.
Yeah. But anyway.
It should have ended. Before it began.
I'm going to tell the brothers to ask around,
Gotcha.
do the investigation while I take this poor little gobbo to the healer.
Alright. So you pick him up and you rush him to the healer.
I'm going to see if Rebecca wants to come with.
Oh, she's already going with you because, as she explains, well, we're going to go to the healer anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, is the brother's 3 right now because one of the brothers.
One of them is at the healer.
Yeah.
That's
Not
quite
foreign,
alright.
Fantastic.
So, off we go.
To the healer of Oz.
As I'm walking away, I thank the crowd for any information they're able to give so that we can get to the bottom of this, etc., etc. I actually say out loud, etc., etc. because I'm a good, charismatic person.
According to the character sheet.
No, not according to the character. Nah, the charisma's right there.
It said according to the character sheet. It's on par where it
So you go
should
to the
be.
healer.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So you just bust in.
Healer! Healer!
Rebecca just doesn't even. She just kicks the door down. In. Just.
Well, there you go. She knocks harder than I do.
She looks at you and says, "Were you waiting for an invitation?"
Yeah. I kind of don't have to, but I will.
And then, of course, healer, he looks up and he looks at you and he says, "Another?
Yes.
You
Keeping
stay
you-
busy, Reverend."
Just trying to keep you busy, too.
He says, "Come, bring him. Put him right there." He motions over where to place him at. And he goes and he starts checking vitals and everything like that. Meanwhile, Rebecca is over here with the brother. It was Luke, I believe, right?
Yes. Because Paul was the other one that was with me.
Yeah.
And he's fine.
Luke's the one who got attacked.
Yes.
So she's checking on Luke. Meanwhile, the healer is over to Goblin, checking him, vitals and everything. And he takes a deep breath, and he looks at you and says, "Reverend, he's going to make it."
Good. It would be nice to know what caused this.
Well, he looks at him. He says, "Well, from what I see, these are not the same wounds as Brother Luke suffered. This is completely different cause altogether. Almost torture."
Curiouser and curiouser.
But yes, all he needs is rest.
I give him some money to cover his expenses.
Give him some coin.
Yeah. Plenty.
Let's make a resources check.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, Doug.
We know how my dice roll.
If it rolls like last week, you're going to give him all your money.
I mean, it might be good to have him on staff. Yeah.
This is about like last week, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, these dice are staying consistent. Unfortunately, they're staying consistent.
Alright. So, anyways, Rebecca is talking with Luke.
Okay.
So she's asking him questions. And, see over here is, you divert your attention from the Goblin to Luke.
Well, I'm gonna head that direction too.
I mean, he's right behind you.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna head that direction.
Hit that direction. All you gotta do is turn around. Take a free action.
Sweet.
Box an adjustment.
Free action.
Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I like free actions because the way my pocketbook's looking.
I got a checking in the savings, and all my actions are in my savings.
Yes, so you go and start talking to Brother Luke.
Yes.
Well, Rebecca's already asking him questions, about what happened that night.
Mm-hmm.
And he just describes this cave in the forest. They were looking for Red.
Yeah.
Found this cave after encountering wolves. Filling her in the details, basically. And then out of nowhere, he was grabbed by this large, fearsome creature.
Yeah.
And he tussled with the creature for a moment, and that's when he was attacked. And Yeah, I got the claw marks across him.
And I'm confirming the story.
Yeah.
So that she knows that he's not just making stuff up.
Yes. Well, anyways.
That is as I remember it as well.
She's done talking to him.
Rest now, Brother Luke.
Not in peace. Do not rest in peace yet. There's still much to do.
Don't go into the lie.
I encourage you and most people, but not you.
You're still needed where you are now.
I think it's interesting that Brother Luke is the one that had to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because Luke was a doctor in the Bible.
He's probably telling the healer what to do.
Alright, you're going to want to suture that.
Meanwhile, the healer's like, hey, no backseat drivers.
Look, if you want to do it, I'll step back and let you. Fine, give me this.
Alright. So, Rebecca looks at you, Reverend.
Yes.
She says, well, let's go check out this cave.
I hope you've got better skill in the woods than I do. I barely found our way back.
Well, you go with
I'm
her?
gonna change clothes this
Escort.
time before we go into the woods.
Well, as you guys...
Tired of walking around in my suit in the woods.
As you exit the healer and you make your way through guardsmen come up.
Mm-hmm. My guards or the
No,
town
guardsmen.
guards?
Town
Okay.
guards. Guardsmen. They come and they find you. They say, Reverend, we've been looking for you.
What is it?
We've been investigating the attacks in the woods.
Oh?
So we found something strange.
What's that?
Well, we found another body. However, it's not like the others. It was not mauled to pieces.
Oh?
As instead, it seems like a weapon was used.
I see.
Yes.
That is curious.
So Rebecca looks at us. Interesting. She says, Guardsman, do you mind escorting me to this location?
I will go as well.
And she looks at you and she says, Reverend, you've had quite a night. Why don't you go and tend to your flock?
Nonsense. I have rested plenty. I am somewhat intrigued by a new monster in these woods.
She looks at you and she says, Yes, Reverend. However, we need more information on this. Whatever this is. Maybe those books you are looking at can help us.
But you yourself said that they would not.
She kind of thinks about it for a minute. She says, well then, maybe you need to look at a larger library.
Do we have a larger library? As an aside.
Oh, and in the town? No. It means you would have to travel. It says, or you can go talk to the healer. I'm sure he's seen some things in his time. Maybe even documented it. He didn't look surprised when he saw the wounds.
Well then, you be careful in the woods then.
She looks at the two guardsmen and she goes, I've got all the protection I need with me.
I also had plenty of protection. One of them is laying inside the healers.
She looks at you, she says, between you and I, he's not much of a fighter.
He always was more of a doctor. I'll go back into the healer.
Okay. We can go back into the healer. And he looks, he
I
says,
do ask her to let me know what she finds, though.
yeah. And the healer, he sees you all back in, and he says, Reverend, back so soon, in the same clothes.
Yeah. I was going to change. I figured I'd save myself the walk and see if you knew anything about the monster that did this to Brother Luke.
He says, well, I have treated many wounds over the years. This one is very similar to wolves. However, much larger. This wolf would have to be the size of a person, if not bigger.
It was, yes.
Says, however, I've never seen one. Just going by the evidence that I'm looking at, this is what my assumptions would be.
Perchance, have you heard any lore about how it can be chased off or killed?
Says, follow me to the corpse.
Okay.
So he takes you over to the corpse he's been studying.
Mm-hmm.
He says, if you look here, it appears that this unlucky individual was attacked by the same creature. The power, the ferocity that was with it.
Okay.
He said, I would almost guarantee it's the same that attacked Brother Luke. This was not just a wild animal being lost in the woods. This is far greater.
Okay.
Now, as to who or why, I am not certain. Then he says, follow me. And into it, and go into this like little office area where all his books and everything are.
Uh-huh.
And he says, for years, whenever I come across something new, I jot it down, I write it.
Mm-hmm.
And that way I can reference back to it. Says, however, I didn't write any dates. So whenever I come across something I may have seen before and I don't remember it, I have to go looking through all these books. Says, I'm certain I have seen this before, but I'm not sure where. You're more than welcome to help me. And he points to his entire...
I am a bit of a reader myself, so can I use my lore skill to
Yes.
read?
Go for it. Speed read, yes.
Yeah. 5.
Fantastic. Well, you notice that one of the books is like thicker than all the others. Has pages kind of put in there too that weren't part of the actual book to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And so you pull the book out and it has all this dust on it. So you just blow dust off. Yes. And you look, and it has a huge cross on the front cover.
I need to have those up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
Big cross in front. Yes.
Yes. So did you mean to have this out?
Did you mean to have this just laying about?
You start flipping through it, and this is different than his other books that you've looked at before. His other ones are person comes in with a high fever or this ailment, and he kind of jots it down. This book is the unexplainables. He hasn't been able to pinpoint, but he's just recording it. And you flip through, and you find it. The claw marks. What do you do with it?
I show it to him. Is this...
He puts his glasses on, he goes over and takes a look, and he says, why, yes! That is it right there. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Do you remember about how long ago you started seeing these?
He looks at it and he says, this one was 20 years ago.
Would I remember any of that? Like a story from that time?
No.
Okay.
No, that's fine. This is a different case anyways. This was a body found in the woods. It was what they deemed to be a wild animal attack. You know, it happened to be a child who ran away in the middle of the night, got lost in the woods, never was found till some time later. But
Was she found at her grandmother's house? I think I remember that.
no, she's found in the woods just by chance.
I thought there was a huntsman that found her at her. I may be getting it confused with a different story.
Different stories, they're a different area too, probably. Anyways, he explains it. He says, yes, this indeed.
Do I see any extra notes that tell us something that I wouldn't already know?
Actually, you do see something. He did jot this down. That full moon.
It was around the time of the full moon?
Yes.
And last night was also...
Yes.
Excellent.
He kind of looks and he goes, interesting. I don't know why I wrote that note in there. Must have been something a survivor had said.
Must have been. Survivors are rather helpful.
Well, I'm in the habit of writing down information, regardless of how crazy it sounds. Because within it, there's always some truth. The trick is finding which part of it's the truth.
Yes. You never know what will be helpful later.
Yes. Anyways, he says, closes the book. He goes, well, there we go. Maybe we have some more information for you to research and find, sir.
Thank you for your patience and for your care with...
He says, yes, I'll take good care of our friend, and as soon as he wakes, I will send for you.
I appreciate it.
And the goblin, too.
This one doesn't strike me as much of a Christian, but I would still like to hear his story.
So do you head back to your...
Yeah, I'm going to head
church?
back to at least my house to change.
Yeah. Your house is the church. We talk.
Wait,
Reverend?
I live at work? I must save so much money on gas.
You work where you live.
Just remember, when you work where you live, you never get to go home. Or you're always there.
Yeah, you're right. They don't have Netflix at this point.
Stay at home, Dad.
Yes.
But yes, so I'm going to head back home and get changed out of this beaten up suit.
Alright. And then take your fresh eyes and look through some more stuff.
Yes, my special
Alright,
eyes.
make up rolls.
Lord,
Mm-hmm.
just making sure you weren't needing me to roll for changing clothes.
You failed at changing clothes.
2. So I'm getting closer to something. And 2. 1, 2, 2. I found 1, 2, 2.
You're filtering through and you're like, nothing's matching up. There's got to be something here in these books. Because these books are kind of passed down to you.
Yeah.
You didn't really plant this church. This kind of was already established and you just kind of took it over.
Yeah.
You know?
Previous.
Right. So you know there's going to be some kind of records here of something.
Can I look for the 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, do I have history, like newspaper or whatever?
Yours is actually probably dated correctly.
Yeah.
Go for it.
3.
Alright. And you start looking, you're looking. You find something.
Oh.
Okay. It references to an attack 20 years ago.
Trust the church to keep good records.
Now, this was a strange case. Yes, there was a full moon 20 years ago.
There were probably several.
Yeah. Well, there was also there was an attack. However, there wasn't just one victim. Okay, there were multiple victims, and actually, there were the reason why it's in the books is there were members of the church. So the pastor at the time, he actually was investigating because it seemed like wherever this was hunting his flock.
That is the reason he passed it down to me, because I felt protective of the flock as well.
Yes. Well, and when he goes through it and he has records, and then it starts getting illegible.
Okay.
Except for one name. And the name is Hephaestus.
Mephasto?
Hephaestus.
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 Fast.
Okay. And what did it say about them?
You can't read it, it's illegible. It's just a name, it's the only thing you can pull out of it.
Scribble. Hephaestus. Scribble.
Well, this was from 20 years ago. You know, the acidity of the paper starting to eat away.
What was it saying before it became illegible?
It was describing the events. A creature was attacking the church flock according to the pastor. And then it became illegible and then mentions a name.
Okay. Any chance I've heard that name before?
You? No.
Okay.
However, there are people in this town that have been here all their lives, if not more.
Yeah.
See what they did there?
The children in Sunday school are those people.
So you can go ask around.
Yeah. I think I will. Because something is harming my flock, and I just sent a die all the way to the other side of the world.
You sent it to the other world.
Here, I'll throw another one to get that one closer to you.
Don't roll that one, it's negative.
I think I need to put these away, but they're rolling better than the ones last week.
Yes. Alright. Well, the doors to the church swing open. Boom!
Yes.
Reverend! It's Brother John.
Hi, John.
He says, Luke's awake.
Excellent. We go. I take off that way.
Alright, cool. So you and Brother John.
Now, freshly
Make your way
clad in clean suit.
So you make your way there. And, of course, when you get there, you're greeted by the other brothers. Yeah. Paul and James are there.
Awesome.
Luke's sitting up now. He's kind of like holding his chest, taking it easy, deep breaths. The healer is standing over him. He says, yes, take it easy. Doctor's orders, no strenuous activity until you fully heal.
Can he hunt?
He looks at you, Reverend, and says, that includes no nature walks.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to see you're back on your feet, brother.
But then he looks over and he says, look who's awake.
Gobbo!
And the goblin wakes up And as soon as he wakes up, he sees 6 people.
All humans, huh?
All humans. He's wondering, what's going on? Why is he in this room? Why is there 6 people staring at him? All humans.
Luckily, I only had time to put on one white glove.
Oh.
Nah, I don't wear gloves, but...
But if I did...
Yeah.
You see me...
I'm gonna actually make a check just to see if I'm feeling enough strength to actually do something about it right now, since apparently I passed out from whatever reason.
Hold on.
In the box, it's a plus.
It's a plus in the box.
What's in the box?
So a +2. So I guess I'm feeling half decent.
Yes. Whatever these drugs already gave me.
Yeah, whatever drugs were in me burned off, apparently. I run a little hot. I just light this really bright blue fireball in my hand. As I'm looking at the 6 humans in front of me, and I say, "Which one of you dare touch me? Which one?"
I am the one who brought you here after you passed out in our square.
Why did you touch me, you filthy human?
You would do well to put that fire out.
Are there curtains around me? Or anything easily flammable? No.
I mean, the place is full of wood.
Place is full of wood.
Building.
Yeah, it's kind of built out of wood.
I hold it closer to the wood. What was that again?
I would hate for you to do something foolish.
You
Just awoken such as you are. It seems a rather interesting talent you have there. I would love to see what it would do, but not where there are innocents that I must protect.
he takes that and just says, "See what I can do, you say?"
I would hate for you to force me to protect these innocents.
Force? Force? Who said anything about force? I can put force behind this. He makes it a little bigger just for show.
I grab him by his chin and say, I could put force behind this as well.
I almost don't want to do it, but I have to just because human touched me. I go to burn your arm with the fireball.
Brother John, James, and Paul guard Luke.
I
specify non-lethal damage at this point in time. As I go to...
If only that existed.
I know.
So you are making an attack?
Sadly, yes. It's because it's what he would do.
I am
Especially since you touched him anyways after he already said...
It's like, why'd you touch me? Stop it!
I'm going to use my provoke as a defensive action to avoid damage.
Okay.
Okay.
You would do well, Titan, to put that fire out till we can have
Alright. Social
a better
versus
challenge.
combat.
Yeah, okay. 4. Oops.
Alright.
4.
5.
Alright.
You see a glimpse behind my eyes of something somewhat inhuman.
Okay. He can work with that at least.
There's something more to him that your guy just kind of senses,
Okay.
and it's like maybe I should back down for now.
My fingernails were starting to sharpen under your chin.
Okay. All right. At that, he doesn't put out the fireball complete, but he takes it down to like the size of a golf ball, though. From basketball to golf ball.
Okay. I can work with that. You definitely seem to be feeling better. Perhaps we could continue this conversation somewhere less flammable.
Fine.
Like the forest.
Don't you dare touch me again.
I let go of him. Put him down.
And he's already like talking shit like you piece of dirty human trash. Touch me again. See what happens next time.
The healer looks at you, the goblin, and he says, "Well, you are welcome for saving your life."
Human. Save my life. Ha!
Then he looks over at the corpse and he says, "Next time, let's let the wolf eat you."
Better some creature than you humans.
Speaking of the wolf, did you come through the forest last night?
In relative to where the town is on the map, is it like surrounded by forest, or is it like to the north or south, east or west of the town?
Surrounded by forest.
Surrounded by forest. Okay, so. Well, yes.
Did you come by way of the main road? Or perhaps one of the trails that lead through?
See.
We could take this outside and you could point the direction.
Sure. Yeah. Fine.
So we head back out to the square
Okay.
where I found him.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna basically try and let you show me back to where you got hurt.
Okay. So I would point. If you're looking at the map to the.
That way.
Well, okay. So if we're here on the map, I'd be pointing south, southwest, or
Okay.
south, southeast, essentially.
So roughly that way.
Yes, roughly that way.
Over yonder.
For any of you listening to this, I perfectly pointed in the direction of the compass, south, south, whatever.
South, southwest.
South, whatever. West side.
We're going downside.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Is that
Anyways.
towards the main road, or is it more of one of the paths that we took last night?
You guys went north.
We went north.
Yes.
So he probably did not see the wolf. So there's probably something else in the woods.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that needs to be investigated. Do you feel fit for a journey? Perhaps I could aid you in this fight.
Aid me? Why would I need aid from a filthy human?
You'll find I am uniquely qualified as a man of the cloth to help in many situations. And besides, I would very much like to help you gain vengeance against whatever struck you down.
Fine. I'll help you. But for return, you will help me. In greater fold.
This sounds like the beginning of a marvelous friendship.
I wouldn't call it that.
At this point, the healer finds you.
I am gonna take my jacket off and leave it here.
But the healer finds you at this point.
Okay.
And he says, Reverend!
Yes.
Reverend! I forgot to give you these earlier.
Oh?
He hands you a kind of pouch of herbs. He says, these are for Luke. He needs to apply this twice daily.
I have Brother Paul take them back to Luke. And
Because Luke's already made his way to the church, or actually his house
Yeah.
at this point. Now, the healer also looks at you and says, Reverend, when you came in there earlier, you seemed like you had a question you were going to ask me before we were interrupted. Is there something on your mind?
it can wait.
Hmm.
I appreciate all you have done. I hand him another coin for his trouble coming out and helping do the Lord's work.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Yes, yes. All in the name of service.
I think
Wow.
he and I are probably going to travel alone because he doesn't seem too comfortable around humans.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be best to minimize the exposure while we travel through the woods. So I'm going to tell the other brothers to go back and tend to the church.
Look after Luke.
Yeah.
Find Red if possible,
Yeah,
because she's still missing.
pretty much. Work with the town guardsmen on the search. Let them know what we know, etc., etc.
Alright. And where you guys going?
We're going to head southwest-ish.
I'm heading north. Northeast. No, northwestish.
I thought you came in from
Came in from the
southwest.
southeast is what it was supposed to be. I'm moving in this direction.
He's like, I'm not going back the way I came. I'm going the other way.
So we're gonna go right back to where the wolf was. Gotcha. I thought we were looking for vengeance against whatever hurt you.
Well, there's nothing behind me.
As he flicks a flame.
I left nothing in my wake.
I blazed my own trail.
The best thing about fire? No evidence.
Well, you destroy the evidence.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yes, yes.
Alright. Then I will help to escort you through our territory.
Okay.
It will be helpful to have a friendly face around if we do run into the guardsmen. Among other things. Sometimes a less friendly face if we run into the things that I have run into in those woods.
Yes.
I like going northwest, or northeast anyway.
Is that where you go?
Sure. Gives me a chance at vengeance on my enemies.
thanks for listening for another episode of Saturday Night Gaming. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram. You can find other podcasts right here on Podbean, or even look at some of our videos on YouTube. Just search up Saturday Night Gaming. Until next time.